In the storied history of Manchester United, the number 7 is not just a shirt, it is a crown forged from impossible expectations. It was worn by the fifth Beatle, George, best pure rebellion wrapped in genius. By the King, Eric Cantona, swagger, defiance, and authority. By the global icon, David Beckham, precision, fame, and responsibility. The shirt demanded courage. It demanded arrogance. It demanded greatness. So when an 18-year-old boy from the small island of Madeira arrived at Old Trafford in August 2003 with acne, blonde highlights, skinny legs, and a nervous smile, he quietly asked for the number 28, the same number he wore at Sporting Lisbon. Sir Alex Ferguson studied him for a moment, then shook his head. "No," he said. "You are wearing the 7. In that instant, the weight of history was placed on Cristiano Ronaldo's back. Welcome back to History Time. In our last episode, we witnessed the medical miracle that saved Cristiano's heart. Today, we step onto the hallowed turf of the Theatre of Dreams and into the fire that would forge a legend. The English Premier League of the early 2000s was merciless. This was not a league built for artists. It was built for warriors. Muddy pitches, bone-crunching tackles, referees who waved play on. When Ronaldo debuted, fans gasped at his speed and flair, but inside the dressing room, frustration grew. He attempted too much. He slowed attacks. He went down easily. 10 step-overs where one pass would do. Veterans like Roy Keane, Gary Neville, and Paul Scholes were ruthless. They mocked his fashion sense. They laughed at his hair. They kicked him hard in training, not out of hatred, but out of necessity. Manchester United did not tolerate weakness. They wanted to know if this boy would fold when the glamour faded and the rain started falling sideways. Ronaldo didn't answer with words. He answered with work. After training ended, when stars drove home in luxury cars, Ronaldo stayed behind, alone, freezing, repeating free kicks until his legs burned and his lungs screamed. He watched tapes, studied movements, added muscle. Slowly, painfully, he began to understand the league. Style alone meant nothing. End product meant everything. But while he was growing into a man on the pitch, his world was collapsing off it. His father, José Dinis Aveiro, the kit man at his childhood club, the man who named him after Ronald Reagan, the man who believed in him before anyone else was dying. Years of alcoholism, rooted in trauma from military service in Africa, destroyed his liver. In September 2005, while Ronaldo was away with Portugal, the call came. Sir Alex Ferguson didn't hesitate. He sent him home immediately. José Dinis Aveiro died at just 52. He never saw his son become world champion of Europe. Never saw the Ballon d'Or. Never saw the empire that was coming. At the funeral, Ronaldo stood in silence. No cameras, no tears in public. But inside, something hardened. He made a vow: every sprint, every goal, every trophy would be for his father. Football was no longer a game. It was a mission. Then came 2006. In the World Cup quarter-final between Portugal and England, Ronaldo's club teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off. As Rooney walked away, cameras caught a small wink. Just a second, but it changed everything. England erupted. Newspapers destroyed him. Fans burned effigies. He was labelled a traitor, a villain, the most hated man in the country. When he returned to England, the boos were deafening. Every touch was whistled, every fall mocked. Stadiums turned hostile. Most players his age would have begged for a transfer. Spain, Italy, anywhere else. Ronaldo stayed. He trained like a man possessed, built his body into a weapon, sharpened his finishing, simplified his game. "Watch," he told teammates. "I'll make them applaud me." Hatred became fuel. Pressure became privilege. By 2007-2008, the transformation was complete. Ronaldo was no longer a winger, he was an unstoppable force. 6'2", explosive, dominant in the air. He perfected the knuckleball free kick, striking fear into goalkeepers. He scored 42 goals in 49 games, rewriting what was possible from wide positions. On the 21st of May 2008, under pouring rain in Moscow, Ronaldo rose above Chelsea's defence and powered home a header in the Champions League final. Later, he missed his penalty and collapsed to the turf, sobbing, convinced he had failed. But destiny intervened. United won. Medals were placed around necks. Yet, as he stood on the podium, smiling through exhaustion, a shadow loomed larger than ever before. Real Madrid was preparing a world record bid. The White House of Football was calling. Sir Alex Ferguson fought to keep his son, but some destinies cannot be delayed. Even the theatre of dreams could not hold what Ronaldo was about to become. Subscribe to